After a long day of job hunting, Amaka felt the call of nature. She was in a busy part of town with no restaurants or familiar places nearby. Spotting a public washroom, she hesitated for a moment. Normally, she avoided such places because of hygiene concerns, but today she had no choice. As she entered the washroom, she did a quick scan. It looked fairly clean, though something about the place made her uneasy. Pushing aside her doubts, she went into one of the stalls. What she didn't know was that a small hidden camera was watching her. That night, while relaxing at home, Amaka's phone buzzed. It was an unknown number. Curious, she opened the message. "Hello, Amaka. You are beautiful. But I wonder what your friends and family will say when they see you using the public toilet. I have the full video. If you don't want it to go viral, send me 500,000 naira. Amaka's heart pounded. She stared at the message, her fingers trembling. A video? How? Where? Before she could process it, another message followed. Don't even think about blocking me. I will send it to all your contacts. Pay by tomorrow. Fury replaced her fear. Who was this coward hiding behind a phone? Amaka was bold, but she also knew that a careless reaction could make things worse. Instead of replying, she took a deep breath and thought carefully. She needed help. The next morning, Amaka walked into the nearest police station and reported the case. She provided the messages, the number, and details of where she had been the day before. The officer on duty, Inspector Bala, listened attentively. "This is serious," he said. "We have seen cases like this before, but many victims don't report because they feel ashamed. You did the right thing." Amaka sighed in relief. "So what happens now?" "We will track this criminal," Bala assured her. The police, working with their cybercrime unit, traced the number and discovered that it belonged to a young man named Chigozie Nwachukwu, a 27-year-old living in Surulere. He had been involved in similar blackmail cases, targeting young women who used public places. To catch him red-handed, the police instructed Amaka to play along and agree to pay the money. She sent a message. "I will send the money. Where should I meet you?" Chigozie, thinking he had won, gave her an address, but what he didn't know was that the police had already set up a sting operation. When Amaka arrived at the meeting spot, a quiet street corner, Chigozie walked up to her with a smug grin. "Smart girl," he said, holding up his phone. "You made the right choice." Before he could say another word, two plainclothes officers grabbed him from behind. He struggled, but there was nowhere to run. "Chigozie Nwachukwu, you are under arrest for blackmail and cybercrime," Bala said, flashing his badge. Chigozie's face turned pale as the officers cuffed him. Amaka exhaled, finally feeling safe. "Justice served at the police station," Chigozie confessed. He had installed hidden cameras in several public places to blackmail unsuspecting women. His phone contained videos of multiple victims, and he had already extorted money from some of them. With the evidence gathered, he was charged with invasion of privacy, blackmail, and cybercrime. The police also worked with the authorities to check other public places for hidden cameras, ensuring that no one else fell victim. Before leaving the station, Inspector Bala turned to Amaka. "You did the right thing by reporting this. Many women would have been too scared, but you stood up for yourself. Because of you, we caught a criminal." Amaka smiled, feeling a deep sense of satisfaction. Her boldness had saved not just herself, but many others. The incident taught Amaka, and many others, a valuable lesson. Silence gives power to criminals. Speaking up takes their power away.